Hello, everybody. I'm bringing you the story of young lady Sadie here. How you doing, sweetheart? Um, Sadie's come to us today, and I get the different dogs from all over the world, different walks of life, everywhere, different conditions. We've already found out that she is very susceptible to allergic reactions to things. She was going to the bathroom before she came to meet me, and just walking through the ground, she came in contact with something that swelled her up pretty bad. What's she doing? Put a little bit of Benadryl, and she seems to be just fine. So how did Sadie come to me? You guys know I don't look for dogs. I don't. I mean, at first I did. I wanted to save the world. And the first 15 or 20, I was out shopping for them, really, literally looking for them, trying to help out. But after that, popularity grew, and people started reaching out to me, and the cases got harder and harder. Her case is not terrible, but I tell you this. I'll tell you her story in a second, but I was out of the house last week, a couple weeks ago, and while I do not encourage this, I don't want this to happen, but when somebody actually goes through the lengths of looking us up on the internet, finding my home address, and coming here and pleading for me to take their dog because they need us so badly, that kind of sticks with me, and it sticks with me because somebody loves their baby that much that they have to let them go. And of course, once I heard the story, and I'll tell you the story, it is heartbreaking. But everybody's got a heartbreaking story these days, and I don't mean to minimize theirs or give too much credit to everybody and say like, okay, we're just all pathetic. But there seems to be no shortage of bad situations for these guys. Hey, Quinny. So anyway, Sadie, her owners, the husband's 92 years old. He's bedridden. His wife's caring for him. She's obviously much older as well. And it's just overwhelming. They have nobody to help, and they can't really, she can't really take good care of her. And I believe where they live is a kill shelter area. And she's just terrified. She didn't know where she could take her to be safe. And Sadie's such a sweet girl. She's never been around dogs before, so this is going to be new to her. And she'll actually be 10 next week, right after February 17th. So she'll be 10 years old, pretty lady. Yes, she will. Yes, she will, honey. And as you can see, she's learning right away how to be demanding and get daddy's attention. But I don't know. This is the part I live for. I was telling Brittany today. Just when I see these babies, and today it happened pretty quickly. I was really nervous, as I always am. Not because I'm worried about her, like if she's going to bite me, if she's going to like me. That's never a concern for me. I always worry when I first get them to just watch their reactions to leaving their owners or the situation they've been in before. And I just put myself in their shoes, and I feel terrible. And you can see she was sad. And we've gotten it. I've streamlined this in such a way, and I'll actually go over our process again because people keep asking about this. And I actually do this in such a way where I'm trying to kind of blindside them a little bit. So I got to know her a little bit, and she didn't growl at me or anything. She let me pet her. We talked a little bit outside the cars, and then the best way I found to do this is that I will go ahead and get in the car, and I'll roll the window down on the passenger seat. And of course, DQ Blizzard was in there with me. So now there's a little curiosity on her part, like, what's this going on? And she'll just put her down in the passenger seat, and while she's a little preoccupied is when we go ahead and kind of roll the windows up and head out. It's a little deceitful, but at the same time, kind of like it catches them enough off guard. Excuse us, Quinny. We're just trying to do a video. It catches them enough off guard that it doesn't seem to be a problem. So I saw in the post earlier, and I want to get this out there. So I don't know if there's anything else wrong with her. We're going to get an allergy panel done. She's going to have to get spayed. She's definitely a little overweight, and to her former mom, nothing against you. I'm into really trying to get these dogs into fitness now, and I know I've got a ton of them here that are a little portly, but the ones that we get on our Happy How food program, they just become perfect specimens. I mean, just like genetic, superior quality products. I should be breeding them, but of course we don't. Everybody's spayed and neutered here. But anyway, so she could probably, I'm guessing she's about 7.5 pounds. She's a little portly. And I bet she'd be great at about 4.5, 5 pounds. I know it sounds like a lot, but you'd be surprised how good a shape some of these guys can be in. So anyway, somebody asked me, and I get this question asked a lot, why did DQ Blizzard go with you? And then before DQ, why did Thor go with me? Well, I found out a long time ago that this, especially like in her case, for example, she's never been around dogs. So she has no idea what she's getting herself into. So by seeing DQ, now all of a sudden there's a curiosity. there's the ability to overcome the fear on a one-on-one basis as opposed to a 100-to-1 basis to at least break the ice a little bit. And in doing so, the whole purpose of doing this is she gets to meet me, she gets to spend time alone with me, adjust to me, get to know me and feel comfortable enough with me, at least comfortable enough that when she gets dropped off in this world of chaos, and she's going to look for something that she knows, and this is just reigns true whether it's like a half an hour of meeting or 2 days of meeting before I get her here. I'm the only thing she knows. And so she will glom right onto me until she leaves the nest and finds her own little clique of friends, and then she outgrows me and she finds family here. But until that time, I'm her safe place. So that's a great way for anybody that gets their dog, first off, to introduce them to the rest of your pack, and let that dog know that you're the safe place. The reason DQ's there, again, so that you have another dog there, so that she can see that she's not the only one, so that she can see that when we go to get treats, that she's going to get a treat, and you're going to have to share. You're not the only one that gets a treat. So it teaches them that there's to be social. And again, as soon as I get her home, the only thing she knows is myself and DQ. So she's gonna be close to DQ a little bit compared to everybody else, but she's still a little off on him. And even if she's off on me, she knows that she's more comfortable with me than anything else she's about to get into. So we'll slowly, incorporate her over the weeks and months at her pace to where she feels comfortable, like we do with everybody. And the ones that are really delicate, like little Pixie here, my little awkward little baby girl, she's so delicate. I don't want you running around downstairs with everybody with your busted up hips and everything, or your knees, I mean. I know, pretty lady. I know. So she's a clubber. And honestly, Sadie may be a clubber for a while too, with that beautiful little face of hers. So anyway, when somebody comes to me, like I said, going back to the beginning, and sits there and goes through that much trouble because they want to make sure their dog is safe and has a good home. As much of a, forgive me for saying it this way, Paula, as much of a intrusion as it kind of can be, to show up on my doorstep. Please, I'm just making a statement. I'm not saying, it also shows the dedication and love that you have and the willingness that you have to make sure that she gets exactly what she needs. And I respect that. I honor that. I don't know if you chose the right person. I'm not the greatest in the world, but to go through those lengths for your baby, especially with everything you're dealing with, I understand completely, guys. So while I always reserve the right to go for the ones with the most special needs, the ones that need my help the most, situations like this always touch my heart, and they're outside the box a little bit, but I can't say no, guys. I can't say no when somebody needs help. So thank you so much. Welcome, Sadie, to the island, and I hope you guys look forward to both her little bit of a weight loss journey and her journey all together, getting to know everybody, right? She's such a special little girl. I want to see her get happy and wagging the tail. Right now, she's just really chill. She's taking it all in. But she's been very accepting and very, very loving so far. Yes, you have. Yes, you have, pretty lady. Thank you guys so much.